When we talk about where retail is going to go, when we talk about where that brick and mortar is going to go, I think we couldn't think of anyone better to come and tell us about that side of the future than Vikram Garg, principal at the Blackstone Group. Vikram?
Thank you. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's a privilege and an honor to be addressing an audience out here. I think as Anurag said, I think retail in the next decade or so is going to be completely different. The industry has grown dramatically in the last decade, and the future is going to be extremely, extremely different. So a lot of people been wondering, who's Nexus? Nexus Malls, and that's the company I'm come to talk about. We are part of the Blackstone Group. Now, who's Blackstone? Blackstone is one of the largest alternative asset managers globally. We manage close to over $100 billion of assets under management across various sectors in real estate, which is hospitality, retail, office, and industrial. Couple of statistics that I do want to give, which are quite relevant, is one, we own close to 1,000 centers across the US, Europe, and Asia. We have built large platforms in the US, a company called Brixmor. We are present in 14 countries in Europe with a platform called Multi. And we have a large presence in Australia, China. The second statistic, we've been in India now for the last decade. We've been investing in commercial office space, and today are one of the largest owners of commercial office with over 50 million square feet, with over 200 global tenants across our parks. Now, how are these relevant is we intend to now bring our global expertise of our understanding of retail across these various markets, as well as our understanding of India into the retail business. And that's why, ladies and gentlemen, we thought about Nexus Malls.
To change. Change to improve. Change to connect. Change the experience. Change the game. So let's do it together. Let it be less about me and more about we. While others focus on building great things, let's build great friendships. Let's get the best in the world. To create the best in the world. Let's transform experience. Transcend barriers. Transfigure shopping. And not just for the shopper. Be more fun. Be more functional. Be more local. While being inspired by the global. Because when we do, we change lifestyles. Change life. And as we do that, the consumer becomes family. Oh, and one last thing. We are Nexus Malls.
So the video talks about a lot of change and transformation. And for a newcomer like us to the industry, somebody could argue that how do these guys know about change? could say we are a tad bit audacious too. But our global expertise and the fact that we've been able to do this successfully in some of the other markets and in the office business in India, we believe that we could come make a difference. We could make a difference to Indian retail. And how do we intend to go about doing this? I mean, yes, a lot of people talk about, we have talked about technology, various marketing initiatives. We intend infrastructure upgrades. I think that's something which we believe in all the time, is to keep improving the infrastructure. Getting the right talent, I think that's very, very important. Managing the malls, I think a lot of people, a lot of developers build great malls, but I think what we intend to do is professionalize management in order to manage these shopping centers really, really well. And last but not the least is actually work with our retail partners to adapt to their changing business models. I think that's extremely important given what's happening with retail right now across the globe. So we, in fact, have acquired a couple of malls and have undertaken a massive upgrade exercise in our malls in Ahmedabad and Amritsar. These are the Alpha 1 malls which we acquired last year. Some would argue that Ahmedabad as a mall does really well, and why do we need to go about change? But I think that's what we understand, what we think is important, that we need to be close to the ground, close to the customer. I think the customer is constantly evolving, and we need to keep improving that whole shopping experience. And so what we've done is got the best of knowledge. We've appointed some global architects. We've got in service providers. We've got in global know-how into these malls to say how can we improve them? What's happening in other markets? As you'd all agree that shopping centers are now becoming more than just places to shop. These are becoming lifestyle destinations. F&B entertainment becoming a large part of these shopping centers. And we're doing a lot of that in markets like Australia, Europe, where we're working very closely with new age food operators, entertainment operators, to try and improve that whole shopping experience, the whole dining experience. And I think that's something that we're going to start seeing in a lot of our shopping centers. And I think it's important. I think the lady mentioned that it's not just the vision, but I think it's the execution, and I think that's what's important. So I would, and that's really, I'm running out of time. I would request, we have a setup in a room, Jasmine room next door. I'd encourage all of you to come see our setup. We'll be happy to discuss our plans and know more about yourselves. A lot of the team that we've got are people from the industry, and you probably know them. Lastly, I'd like to thank Amitabh and the Images team to allow us to give this opportunity to come introduce Nexus Malls. I think IRF arguably is the best forum for the retail community to come and discuss new ideas. I also would like to lastly thank my team. We are a young team, people from the industry, and they too are undergoing a lot of transformation and change. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Would love to see you all later today.